This is TSPM Africa. Welcome to TSPM Africa. Today we are looking at this book we are reviewing, Let Your Children's Gifts Speak. We are considering chapter 1, part 3 today. I want you to show interest in this book. Get a copy of this book. Read it. There is so much power in it, and in fact, everything will change. I'm going to tell you the story of Abbott. Abbott was a guy that was born in the 14th of March 1879. Abbott Elston was once considered slow by his teachers because of the fact that even in school he was not paying attention because something was actually running through his mind. He was actually searching for something right inside of him that was bothering him, and that has to do, how does the world work? How come the world is operating or working the way it was then? And of course it's the same thing. So he wanted to find out, he was very inquisitive, he wanted to find out what exactly what it is and what contribution can he make. And this formed his attitude towards life. So that was why he's not actually paying attention to education. He was so curious, he was finding things out on his own way, and that led to the next story. So I want you to follow so that you can enjoy this and find out your gift and calling. Please keep to this program. Follow, like. It is a powerful book that no one will ever miss to read. If you look at your screen, you will see young Albert Exton sitting quietly in a classroom while teachers appear doubtful about him. They were looking at him because he is like he's not paying attention to what is being taught in class. His mind is going on and on with other things. He was looking at physics and mathematics. He was looking at the world, how the world operates. Though Abba's teachers consider him as a slow learner, but his parents actually noticed something different from what the teacher saw. The report card shows something different, but the parents are looking at Abba because the guy has interest. The gift and calling of God right inside of Abba was showing expression, and the parents quickly noticed that. Now look at Abba on your screen. He is reading science books with curiosity, while his supportive parents encourage him to keep reading those mathematics book and physics. You know what happened to Albert later in life? Later in life, he began to study this mathematics as if his soul, spirit, and body depend on it. And now he began to solve scientific problem. He developed, the theory of relativity. He won the Nobel Prize in physics. He had this equation: E is equal to mc raised to power 2. It shows that mass and energy are related and can be converted into one another. This guy was wonderful. He was following his passion, and that thing was what God gave to him. And in later in life, he became a genius that impute so much benefit to the life of humans. Continue with Abba's story. Now look at your screen. You will see his parents actually encouraging him to read his book the more. And of course, at the end of the day, you see Abbott. Abbott is actually being encouraged, and you can see him experimenting with his scientific object, studying very, very hard. And of course, at the end of the day, Abbott became who he was, he impacted our lives. Today we are still enjoying his work. Abba's gifts later in life changed the world. Now you can see, just look at it. Abbott is actually standing before scientific formulas, and there's so many persons who are being inspired by his work. Is this dull boy, the boy they called dull, now has become a lecturer, teaching people, imparting our word. We are benefiting from him. You need to Google, just Google about Extins, and it will tell you. You will see so much he has contributed to our world. So the gift of God is mighty in our children. Parents, pay attention to your children. That is the essence of this story. That there is something big inside of your child that once you harvest it, it will be a beautiful contribution to the world. In fact, every child is born a savior. All I want you to do is to pay attention to that child. Just like I've told you about the story of Abba. Abba was considered nobody, but look at him today. It's a blessing, in fact, to the world. Even after his passing, we are still enjoying his work. Your child is the next in line. God bless you. Permit me to speak about Kemi the artist. Look at this Nigerian girl called Kemi. She loved drawing. Just look at your screen right now. You will see her sketching in a notebook with joy and concentration. Her mother encouraged her so much so well. She encouraged her talent. The mother gave her art supplies and art materials. Today, she is so proud of her. Look at her on the screen. She is smiling proudly about her daughter with this special rare gift that God gave to her from birth. Having recognized her calling, her gifting, and of course the purpose for which she was made, look at her. Later in life, she became an internationally recognized designer. Of course, she became a successful African female designer, presenting creative works in a modern studios to the whole world to see. He was exhibiting her gifts.